Jerry Jones is so jealous because he wants to command the space like the Jets do, and he tries. But Woody Johnson, just on accident, has a stranglehold on our attention and has perpetually for like the last 5 years. Jerry Jones should be taking notes. Anyway,
you must like this for the Cowboys then.
What?
You must love this for the Cowboys then.
Me?
Yeah.
You
just talked up Quinnen.
Okay. So
I will say this too.
Let's talk about this. Yeah.
I actually think a player like Quinnen Williams is more rare and maybe a more valuable commodity than like a TJ Watt because they're harder to find. Like the dominant interior tackle, there are far fewer of them than there are the great defensive ends, right?
Yeah.
So like an Aaron Donald was so unique, and I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald, but how many players are there that like fit that description, that fit that suit in the NFL right now? I mean, it's Quinnen Williams, it's DeForest Buckner. I mean, how many of them are there? Like the dominant defensive tackle, like dominant interior defensive, who has the ability to disrupt everything from, and remember, it's tougher for a quarterback to escape from a guy coming right into his lap than it is a guy running around the edge, right?
Yeah.
Generally.
Right.
How many of them are there?
Not a lot. I mean, if you think about the position as a whole, let's say, I mean, Cam Hayward, Derek Brown, Jeffrey Simmons,
Dexter Lawrence.
In previous years, yeah. Right. Leonard Williams,
Jalen
Carter.
I mean, there aren't a lot of them though. Matabuke in Baltimore. There aren't very many.
Yes. So we could come up with 6 that are, and Cam Hayward is I should even take out of that just because
he's not that anymore. But like I do think there's that element of it too where Dallas is they got a year and a half older. Like if we're saying this is like a mosaic, Parsons and Quinnen, right? So they got a year and a half older. They got something like $20 million per year cheaper, right?
Yep.
They moved effectively a pick from the effectively from the second round to the first round this year, right? And then they've got the wash next year. And they trade Mozzie Smith for Kenny Clark. Is that not a win?
Here's my thought on it, because you're right. I can't talk out of
now.
Both
if
sides
you think
of my
there's
mouth.
A massive gap between Parsons and Quinnen, then I get it, right? Is there though?
I mean, I go back to, and I realize that this is not a world that I can live in.
Yeah.
But how much different are we talking about Jerry Jones, the owner, if you had just signed Micah Parsons and then traded for Quinnen Williams? I know, like I'm like a kid at a candy store. Why can't I have Skittles and a Snickers? Like, I understand that, right?
Right. Well, because I think at that point now you're paying Osa Odighizuwa, you're paying Quinnen, and you're paying Micah, and that's a lot to have invested in that one position group.
I mean, could you imagine? But I will say this.
I even think like I'm looking at it now, like there is like that element of like, okay, you've got Osa, Kenny, and Quinnen, and like, how's that all going to work? You know what I mean? Like, is that something that's going to be there in 2026 and beyond? I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I look at the Cowboys coming out of this, and if they can do something with that money that they're saving here, and they can hold Quinnen off on an extension for another year, like, I think this has a chance to look pretty good for them.